Hello YouTube artists, I'm Kelly Hernig and welcome to In the Studio. Today I want to invite you to join my waitlist of my most popular class called Found Curated, a Year of Visual Storytelling. This class takes place in a concertina sketchbook and we work on both sides. So one side is a working journal while the other side is where we do our art. It is a place for you to discover style, your color palette, find your voice, and see what inspires you throughout the year. This was a year-long class in 2024, but it will be a self-paced class in 2025. It is mostly about design. It is about you discovering what you want your art to be, what you want to bring out, what you want to celebrate, what you want to discover. And it takes place in one giant book, which I absolutely love because everything is contained in this one book. And getting on the wait list, you will be given the first generous discount. It's a very big discount, so I would say get on the list as soon as you can. The wait list is now open, and the first week of December is when I will open registration. So make sure that you are on this list so that you can get the discount and take advantage of that, because there is so much information in this course and I don't want you to miss a piece of it. For 2025, I will also be holding 2 Zoom sessions every month. I want to make sure that you get all your questions answered, and it is a really unique idea it's all about you. And I will tell you that I do painting every month. However, it is fast forwarded. This is not a painting class. This is really about a discovery of you as a designer and an artist and bringing forth what gifts you have. I want to do a flip through so that you can see the working journal side and you can also see the painting side. So let me switch cameras and then we'll get going. In this class, we also create our own palette of colors. By that I mean you are discovering colors that you already own and you are creating a palette. For the first 3 months, we deal with 6 colors. That's it. And then you slowly add if you feel like they're necessary or that you want to expand your colors. Like here, I'm in the seasonal area of Indiana, so I like to go from gray winter into the fall colors. So you can see this is the palette that I've ended up with for the year. So I have 10 colors, and it's been a real treat just discovering what those colors will do for you. I highly recommend that when you are starting to design for yourself, you really connect with the colors that you have. I know we all have 900 colors, but sometimes a limited palette does wonders for you because you get to learn your colors and what they will do for you a little differently and the importance of color mixing. This is the concertina journal. So you can see that it comes in a case. There is a front side, which is the art side, and then you flip it to the back side, and that's where I have the working journal. So I absolutely love that we have 2 sides that we can fill. Now the working journal is meant for discovering yourself. So every month you get prompts that ask you questions about how you look at things, what you look for, what inspires you. Is it color? Is it shape? Is it light? Is it people? Is it things? We discuss curated items of what you collect, if you collect, and if you don't, I give you options on where else you can look for things. We talk about color and the importance it is to you. Like you can see, these are my first 6 colors that I started off with, and giving them your own names on how you would name colors so that you can relate to them. It also takes you through color mixing. Here we do a color chart based off of these colors to see what kind of mixes you get. As you can see, it's a really nice rounded palette for me. We talk about the importance of design and what you look for. Do you look for movement? Do you like circles? Do you like squares? Do you like lines? Do you like haphazard, off kilter? What kind of things do you like? Really big, really small? Remember, this is about your journey as an artist. So it's a way for this to just explore yourself and answer things. What my students have found is they love the freedom of having this sketchbook in the back to experiment with, to try things before they go to the front, to figure out ideas, to work through what they're nervous about or what they're the most excited about, out to see if they will be able to achieve it through the working journal side. And you can see it's a continuous page. Here's some more thumbnails. We talk about adding colors. This is where I added some colors. We talk about outside the box, and we spent 3 months outside the box to get you thinking differently. And you'll be surprised at yourself on seeing the growth. I know the past students really loved the freedom that this course offered, that it was all about them. Yes, I was teaching the class and showing what I found, but I totally encouraged them to look inside, look at what they do, look at what excites them and how they do art. Our processes are all different. I give you a lot of different ones so that you can find what works for you. I know the importance of doing it monthly gave you a chance to develop a habit and see what worked for you and what didn't. So you can see this working journal. Here's where I was trying something and trying to figure out what I liked the best. Which way did I like it, wet on wet, or did I like it dry, or did I like wet with dry, a combination? It's whatever you want it to be, and it's filling up. I mean, I've only got 4 pages left before the end of the year. Here was me expanding my color palette to where it is now. So I made a new color chart so that I could see what additions added to it. And you can just see it goes on and on and on, and that's the beauty of a concertina sketchbook. So on the other side, let me share the artwork. Now again, this is not a painting class, but I do share everything that I'm doing. You just see it usually in fast forward, unless it's something specific that I want you to see. And there are some moments in there, and I'll show you when we get to them. But through here, you'll notice that the colors are changing and the story has a nice flow and movement with it. And that is what we talk about with the visual storytelling. This is the side where now you're creating what you want to create. These are things that I showed you that matched my lessons, but it is all about you. So you will not have this exact book because your ideas and your inspiration are going to come from different areas. You can see these were things that I collected with the curated items, our curated collections. I love paintbrushes, and I love artist things, and I love paper ephemera, and I love nature. If you can envision something of yours in this and making it all you, that is what this course is all about. And you can see I talk a lot about the flow of design. So see how this flows into one another. That is a big part of this class and the concertina, and making your story come together and be continuous throughout the year. You can see I've got an ebb and flow, and you will look, some areas are more complex than others. I mean, here you can see this was actually 2 months of pieces, but I melded them together because I wanted them to look like one giant piece. But you can see the flow goes in and out really nicely. Let me bring it up close so you can see I've used color pencils and graphite in here as art marks. These are all watercolors unless I've used the pencil and color pencil. You can use whatever you want. This would be a great thing for gouache. It would be great with acrylics because this paper works wonderfully with that. You could do color pencils, watercolor pencils, Neocolor crayons, whatever you have, it's going to be the medium of your choice here. So don't be intimidated by the watercolor at all. It is about what you are comfortable working in. You can see from here, I work it up, and again, there's a nice flow. The continuous story is what brought me to concertina books, and I just love that you're really timid when you first start, but by about your 3rd month, you're just going after it because you are no longer thinking about it. It just happens. So you just naturally place things, and you naturally come up with what you like, whether you are circular or linear. If you like figurines like I do, a lot of these are things that I collect. So they're always showing up in my work. But that's the beauty about making it about yourself, is we're all different and we all find things of inspiration everywhere. Mine are mostly nature oriented, or I love antique stores, so you'll find a lot of different things. Now this jar was one of them that I wanted to show you how to do glass, so that was one that I did in real time. This little guy back here, because I wanted to show you how to do a Polaroid, and how to create like a little bokeh background. I did him in real time as well. But I think everything else throughout this journey has been fast forwarded. But you are still able to get a lot from that because I do take my time when I paint so that you can see me dabbing and dashing and taking stuff off and adding color so that you get the experience of painting alongside with me. You can see some are really angular, some are very soft. And that's the beauty of discovering who you are, because we are all individuals, and what makes our books unique is that we as people are so different from one another. I just want you to think about, if I told you to paint a flower, what would your flower look like? Would it be bright in color? Would it be muted? Would it be textural? Would it be flat? Would it have a lot of light and shadow? Would it have the seed pod? What area would you show and develop for your style? That is what we discover inside Found and Curated, a year of visual storytelling. If this has interested you, please get on the wait list today, because class will open the first week of December and start January 1st of 2025. I can't wait to guide you into finding yourself, your stories, and what matters to you. Thanks for watching.